Sahih al-Bukhari 1511. Narrated Nafi.
Ibn Umar said, the Prophet made incumbent on every male or female, free man or slave, the payment of 1 sa of dates or barley as sadaqat al-fitr, or said sadaqah Ramadan. The people then substituted half sa of wheat for that.
Ibn Umar used to give dates as sadaqat al-fitr. Once there was scarcity of dates in Medina and Ibn Umar gave barley.
And Ibn Umar used to give sadaqat al-fitr for every young and old person.
He even used to give on behalf of my children.
Ibn Umar used to give sadaqat al-fitr to those who had been officially appointed for its collection. People used to give sadaqat al-fitr, even, a day or two before the Eid.
Sahih al-Bukhari 1512. Narrated Ibn Umar.
Allah's Messenger has made sadaqat al-fitr obligatory, and it was either 1 sa of barley or 1 sa of dates, and its payment was obligatory on young and old people, and on free men as well as on slaves.
Sahih al-Bukhari 1513. Narrated Abdullah bin Abbas.
Al-Fadl, his brother, was riding behind Allah's Messenger, and a woman from the tribe of Qatham came and Al-Fadl started looking at her and she started looking at him.
The Prophet turned Al-Fadl's face to the other side. The woman said, O Allah's Messenger, the obligation of Hajj enjoined by Allah on his devotees has become due on my father, and he is old and weak, and he cannot sit firm on the mount. May I perform Hajj on his behalf? The Prophet replied, Yes, you may.
That happened during the Hajj al-Wida of the Prophet.
Sahih al-Bukhari 1514. Narrated Ibn Umar.
I saw that Allah's Messenger used to ride on his mount at Dhul Hulayfa and used to start saying, Labbaik when the mount stood upright.
Sahih al-Bukhari 1515. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. That Allah's Messenger started saying, Labbaik from Dhul Hulayfa when his mount stood upright carrying him. Sahih al-Bukhari 1516. Narrated Aisha.
The Prophet sent my brother, Abdur Rahman, with me to Tan'im for the Umrah, and he made me ride on the pack saddle of a camel. Umar said, be ready to travel for Hajj, as it, Hajj, is one of the 2 kinds of Jihad.
Sahih al-Bukhari 1517. Narrated Thumama bin Abdullah bin Anas.
Anas performed the Hajj on a pack saddle and he was not a miser.
Anas said, Allah's Messenger performed Hajj on a pack saddle and the same mount was carrying his baggage too. Sahih al-Bukhari 1518. Narrated Al-Qasim bin Muhammad. Aisha said, O Allah's Messenger, you performed Umrah but I did not. He said, O Abdurrahman,
go along with your sister and let her perform Umrah from Tan'im. Abdurrahman made her ride over the pack saddle of a she-camel and she performed Umrah.
Sahih al-Bukhari 1519. Narrated Abu Huraira. The Prophet was asked, which is the best deed? He said, to believe in Allah and His Apostle. He was then asked, which is the next, in goodness? He said, to participate in Jihad in Allah's cause. He was then asked, which is the next? He said, to perform Hajj Mabrur. Sahih al-Bukhari 1520. Narrated Aisha. The mother of the faithful believers, I said, O Allah's Messenger, we consider Jihad as the best deed. The Prophet said, the best Jihad for women is Hajj Mabrur.